control your mind, money, and mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, when you think about life, you think about choices, you think about what you have, what you want, and where you're headed. I know this well because I've lived on the edge, I've faced temptation, tested limits, and been forced to make decisions under pressure. But here's the one thing I've learned control is everything not just over the game or the numbers, but over yourself. Control your mind. Your mind is your greatest asset and your greatest liability. It can pull you into the depths of self-doubt or propel you toward incredible success. The power lies in how you direct it. Every decision, every move you make is a product of your mind. I've sat at poker tables with billionaires, actors, and athletes, people who seem to have everything in the world. But let me tell you, when things get heated and the chips are on the line, it's not the money that decides who wins. It's the mind. The mental game is where true strength lies. It's about focus, strategy, and knowing exactly when to take a risk and when to fold. You've got to train your mind to separate emotion from logic, to take a step back when everything is screaming at you to react. You control your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts control you. Control your money. Money is power, no doubt, but it can also be a trap if you're not careful. In my world, the stakes were high. People were throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars around like it was nothing. But here's the truth, the moment you let money dictate your actions, you lose control. I've seen it happen to the best of them. The key is to treat money like a tool, not a master. Money is a means to an end, not the end itself. If you chase it, it'll slip through your fingers. But if you control it by being disciplined, strategic, and understanding its place in your life, you'll have power over it. It's not about how much you have. It's about how you use it. Manage your money wisely, invest in yourself, and understand the risks. Don't let it define you. Let it work for you. Control your mouth. And finally, your mouth, the words you speak, the stories you tell. It's easy to get carried away, to talk too much, to spill everything. But let me tell you, in poker, as in life, silence is a weapon. The less you reveal, the more power you have. Every word you speak is a reflection of your thoughts. Control what comes out of your mouth, because once you say something, it can never be taken back. A well-placed word can win a game, a deal, or a friendship. An ill-timed one can destroy it all. So be intentional. Think before you speak. Be strategic with your words, and they'll carry weight. Talk less, observe more. Sometimes the best move is simply to listen. The power of control. Control isn't about domination. It's not about bending the world to your will. It's about understanding your own power and using it wisely. The mind, the money, the mouth, they all need to be aligned in order to create something lasting. When you control your mind, your money, and your mouth, you take the game of life into your hands. And trust me, no one can play a better hand than you when you're in control. So take the reins, trust yourself, and remember, control is everything. Your mind is your greatest asset and your greatest liability. It's the engine that drives every decision you make, every step you take, and every risk you choose to embrace. If you don't have control over your thoughts, you'll find yourself swayed by distractions, doubts, and emotions. The mind can either build you up or tear you down, depending on how you manage it. It has the power to propel you toward success, or it can lead you down a path of failure. When you're in high-stakes situations, whether it's in poker, business, or life, your ability to focus is everything. Focus is what allows you to tune out the noise, ignore the pressure, and hone in on what really matters. In the chaos of decision-making, it's easy to be overwhelmed by fear or greed. But that's where strategy comes in. Strategy is the roadmap that guides your mind, helping you make choices that are logical, calculated, and aligned with your long-term goals. It allows you to take risks with purpose, and not out of impulsive desire. Equally important is your ability to separate emotion from logic. The mind often gets clouded by fear, anger, or excitement, and these emotions can skew your perception, making decisions that should be rational feel uncertain or even dangerous. When emotions dominate, you can make reckless choices that don't align with your true interests. Learning to step back and analyze a situation from a logical perspective is what helps you stay grounded, make smarter decisions, and avoid regret. Mastering your mind isn't easy. It takes discipline, practice, and an awareness of how your thoughts shape your reality. But once you have control over it, you gain the ability to approach any situation with clarity, precision, and the power to shape your own destiny. In high-pressure situations like poker games, the tension can rise quickly. The stakes are high, emotions are intense, and everyone around you is on edge. But here's the truth: it's not the amount of money on the table that determines who comes out on top. It's the ability to stay calm, focused, and make clear, level-headed decisions in the midst of chaos. Mental strength is what separates the winners from the losers. When the pressure is on, many people will fold not because they don't have the right cards, but because they let their emotions take over. They panic, they get too eager, or they make impulsive decisions that aren't based on logic, but on the fear of losing. It's easy to let that tension throw you off your game, but it's precisely in those moments that your mental resilience matters most. Being able to stay composed, no matter how intense the situation becomes, gives you a clear edge. It's about managing your emotions, not letting them control you. When you keep your cool, you can think through your options with clarity and make decisions that are driven by reason, not reaction. Not reaction. You learn to assess the situation, weigh the risks, and move strategically instead of letting anxiety or excitement dictate your next move. Your mind is your greatest asset in these high-pressure moments. It's about knowing when to push forward, when to pull back, and when to hold your ground. It's about the clarity to see beyond the noise and stay true to the game plan you've set for yourself. By mastering your mind, you gain the ability to stay focused on the right things, make smarter choices, and ultimately control the outcome of any situation, no matter how stressful or high stakes it may be. Money is an incredibly powerful tool, but it can quickly become a force that controls you if you let it. In the world of high-stakes poker, I've seen people lose themselves to money chasing it, desperately trying to hold on to it, or letting it drive them to reckless decisions. The key to success isn't in the amount of money you have, but in how you manage it. If you let money dictate your actions, you'll find yourself constantly in pursuit of more, never truly satisfied, and always at the mercy of the next big win or loss. Money should never define you. It's simply a tool that can be used to create opportunities, fuel growth, and expand your potential. But the moment you place your value or self-worth on how much money you have, you lose control. Money can provide comfort and freedom, but it can also trap you in a cycle of greed, fear, and insecurity if you don't maintain discipline over it. Being disciplined with your finances means understanding where your money is going, what you're doing with it, and how it's working for you. It's about being strategic, knowing when to take risks and when to hold back. In poker, this means understanding the value of your chips and making sure you don't overextend yourself. In life, it's about managing your income, investments, and expenses so they align with your long-term goals, not short-term desires. Money is most powerful when it works for you, not the other way around. If you invest wisely, if you save strategically, and if you spend with intention, you can harness the power of money to create lasting success. It becomes a tool that helps you build wealth, expand your opportunities, and secure your future. But if you let it control your decisions or dictate your behavior, you'll find yourself losing sight of what truly matters. Instead of serving money, make sure you're using it as a tool to support your goals, your dreams, and your values. Keep money in its proper place, and you'll always be in control. The amount of money you have doesn't matter nearly as much as how you manage it. I've seen people with enormous wealth squander it because they failed to treat it wisely. They were caught up in the idea that having more money meant more freedom, but in reality, it's about how you handle what you have. Money is only valuable when you know how to make it work for you, and that requires discipline, patience, and a long-term mindset. Investing in yourself is the first and most important step in managing money wisely. Whether it's through education, personal development, or acquiring new skills, the more you invest in your growth, the better your ability to make sound financial decisions. The smartest investments you can make are the ones that enrich your knowledge, improve your talents, and build your character. Money can come and go, but knowledge and skills are something that will always pay dividends, no matter the economic climate. Understanding risks is also a crucial element of treating money wisely. In poker, just like in business or investing, every move carries a risk, and how you assess and manage that risk is what defines success. You can't be reckless, throwing your money around without considering the potential consequences. But at the same time, avoiding all risks can leave you stagnant. The key is to evaluate each situation carefully, whether it's a financial opportunity, an investment, or a new business venture, and decide if the risk is worth the reward. A well-calculated risk can yield incredible returns, while an ill-considered risk can result in major losses. Managing your finances wisely isn't just about making the right moves in the moment, it's about having a clear long-term vision. You need to think beyond immediate gratification and to make decisions that will set you up for future success. This means saving, budgeting, and investing with a plan. It means having the foresight to know that every dollar you spend is an opportunity either gained or lost. Wise financial management requires patience, the ability to wait for the right moment, to avoid the temptation of instant gratification, and to focus on the bigger picture. When you manage your money wisely, you create a solid foundation for long-term success. It's not about having a fortune today, it's about making sure that your money works for you now and in the future, allowing you to live the life you want without being controlled by financial uncertainty. The key is knowing how to use your resources in a way that builds wealth over time, aligning your money with your personal goals and values. When you do this, your financial decisions become the building blocks of a secure, prosperous future. Words are incredibly powerful. They have the ability to inspire, motivate, and build connections, but they also have the power to destroy, hurt, and alienate. In a high-stakes environment, whether it's poker business or life, what you say and how you say it can make all the difference. The words that come out of your mouth reflect your thoughts or intentions and your emotional state, and once spoken, they cannot be taken back. This is why it's essential to control your mouth and think carefully before speaking. In poker, for example, the way you speak or choose not to speak can affect not only how others perceive you, but how they play against you. Silence can be more powerful than words in this context. By not revealing your emotions, not giving away hints about your hand, or not showing your level of uncertainty, you control the flow of the game. It's a form of strategy that forces others to make assumptions, which can work to your advantage. Sometimes holding your tongue and letting your actions speak louder than your words is the most powerful move. But beyond poker, in life and business, controlling your mouth is equally critical. Words can either open doors or slam them shut. They can build trust or destroy relationships. In moments of high pressure, when emotions are running high, it's especially easy to speak without thinking, to let your frustration or excitement guide your speech. But those unfiltered words can have consequences that you may not realize until much later. Once they are out there, they can't be taken back, and they can change how people perceive you forever. That's why it's important to use your words wisely. Think before you speak. Pause and evaluate what you're about to say. Will it move you toward your goal? Will it build the relationship or opportunity you want? Or will it damage what you've worked for? Words can open the door to new opportunities, but they can also close them just as quickly. There are times when saying nothing at all is the best strategy. Listening more than speaking allows you to gather valuable information and gives you the upper hand in any situation. When you listen, you learn. You observe the emotional state of others, gather insight into their intentions, and create space for the other person to speak, which can give you a strategic advantage. The power of silence in the right moments cannot be underestimated. When you control your mouth, you give yourself the power to shape the outcomes of your interactions. Speak thoughtfully, strategically, and with purpose. Your words should serve you, not control you. And remember, sometimes the best move is to say nothing at all. In those moments, silence can be the most powerful weapon in your arsenal. Everything you say reflects your mindset. The words that come out of your mouth are a direct mirror of how you think, what you believe, and where your focus lies. When you speak, you're not just conveying information, you're sharing your internal world with everyone around you. Your words reveal your intentions, your state of mind, and your emotional landscape. If you're unsure, frustrated, or uncertain, your words will often carry that energy. If you're confident, clear, and focused, your words will reflect that as well. This is why it's crucial to be intentional with what you say. In high-pressure situations like poker or business negotiations, the words you choose can either bolster your confidence or expose your insecurities. If you're speaking impulsively or out of frustration, your words may lack conviction and clarity. They might reveal weakness or indecisiveness to those around you, and in turn, those people might exploit that vulnerability. But when you speak with purpose and control, when your words align with your true intentions and goals, you project confidence, authority, and focus. People can sense when you're centered and when you know what you want. Your words can also shape your reality. If you constantly speak in a way that reflects self-doubt or negativity, you're reinforcing those beliefs in your mind. I can't, or this will never work are phrases that limit your potential. But when you speak with intention, when you focus on solutions instead of problems, on progress instead of obstacles, you train your mind to think in terms of possibility and action. You affirm your ability to achieve your goals and navigate challenges. Moreover, your words are a form of communication with yourself. The inner dialogue you carry will inevitably spill over into your outer communication. If you constantly criticize yourself internally or speak with self-limiting beliefs, your external communication will reflect that. On the other hand, when you cultivate a mindset of confidence, resilience, and optimism, your words will reflect that as well. By controlling your words, you control your mindset, and by controlling your mindset, you lay the groundwork for success. When your words are aligned with your goals, they become a powerful tool to manifest your intentions. Every conversation, every negotiation, every decision-making moment becomes an opportunity to reinforce your purpose. Your words should not just be reactions to what's happening around you. They should be an active, intentional expression of who you are and what you want to create. In this way, your words not only reflect your thoughts, they help shape the path forward. Speak with intention, and your words will guide you toward the life and success you envision. Mastering control is not about domination or overpowering others. It's about understanding your own power and learning how to direct it effectively. Life isn't a game of force, it's a game of strategy. The true power comes from knowing yourself, understanding your resources, and making deliberate choices that align with your goals. When you have control over your mind, your money, and your words, you unlock the ability to shape your destiny, regardless of external circumstances. Control begins within. It starts with mastering your mind the way you think, react, and perceive the world. When you control your thoughts, you dictate your actions. A clear, focused mind allows you to make decisions that are aligned with your best interests, not driven by fear, impulsiveness, or uncertainty. A well-controlled mind sees beyond the immediate chaos and stays grounded in what truly matters. It sees the bigger picture, calculating risks and weighing opportunities. Without control over your thoughts, you're subject to the whims of emotion and external pressures, which leads to poor decisions and missed opportunities. Once you have mental control, it extends to your money. Money is a tool, not a ruler. Those who let money control them are forever chasing more, never finding satisfaction. But when you control your money, when you make it work for you, instead of letting it drive your actions, you gain the freedom to make choices that align with your long-term goals. Money, wisely managed, becomes a resource that supports your mission, rather than a source of stress or distraction. With control over your finances, you don't live in fear of losing it or hoarding it out of insecurity. You use it strategically, understanding when to take risks and when to be conservative. The final piece of mastering control lies in your mouth, the way you speak and communicate with the world. Words are powerful tools. They can open doors or close them. They can build trust or destroy relationships. When you control your words, you direct the conversation, you guide the narrative, and you project the image of who you truly are. Words reveal your intentions, and if you speak intentionally, they align with your actions, reinforcing the power you've cultivated in your mind and with your money. When you control these three elements, your mind, your money, and your mouth, you are in charge of the game of life. You no longer react to circumstances, you create them. You take ownership of your decisions and chart a course that aligns with your vision. You are no longer at the mercy of external factors. You've mastered the internal ones that shape your reality. This is the ultimate form of control, not forcing others or manipulating situations, but knowing yourself so deeply and directing your energy with such clarity that you begin to shape the world around you. When you have that kind of mastery, you hold the keys to success, and nothing can stand in your way.